So, welcome back to another video, guys. Today I am currently working on a Toyota 4Runner rear brake replacement. There it is in all its glory. Almost done with this side. Just gotta put the caliper back on, everything tightened on, and the wheel put back on, and then everything torqued down. And I will show you guys how to actually do it from start to finish. I just like to do one side first before I actually start recording, if I've never worked on the specific model before. But before I continue, please, if you find any value in this, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with anybody that you think it might help. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Now on to the video. Okay, so now we're ready to start taking everything apart for a rear brake pad and disc replacement. So you want to start it by removing the caliper. The guide pin bolts that drive the caliper through the bracket are 17mm head. And what I usually do is only remove the bottom one and then kind of rotate this upwards and then slide it out to the pin. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to remove both bottom and top ones. Bottom one. And the top one. So we're now ready to pull our caliper out. And you're gonna put that in a safe place for now. You don't want that hanging, because then all the weight is gonna be held by your brake line, and you don't want anything bad to happen with that. So I'm just going to rest it like that. And now we're ready to remove our brake caliper bracket. This would be a good time to remove your brake pads as well. And yeah, they're pretty worn. So to remove the caliper bracket, it's also 17mm bolts in the back. Okay, so to remove the brake caliper bracket, we're going to remove this one and this one. Little shorty. and the second one for the top. And then your bracket just comes off like that. Now, your new brake pad should come with new hardware. If not, remove it carefully so you can brush all that grime off with a wire brush. Get the wire brush down in there, clean it pretty good. And if not, then you will have to reuse this. So again, just clean it up as best you can so you can reinstall them. To remove our disc brake rotor is fairly simple. All you gotta do is pull it towards you. If it doesn't come out, you can always tap it with a rubber mallet, but it should come out fairly easy. And you want to get in here and brush all this grime and brake dust off, and then do a real thin coat of anti-seize on the hub to prevent any future lockups on the disc. Alright guys, got my pink shirt here. Now we're ready to install our shims onto the new caliper bracket. Just make sure you put the right one accordingly where it goes. So I'm going to start at the top. This is the top side, like this. And then what I'll do is get the long flat blade screwdriver and kind of hammer it down. To leave no gaps. Alright, now for the bottom side, the bottom side does get some caliper grease, which comes with the brake pads. Like that. Alright. And that should what your setup should look like. Now to install our brake pads on there, and they come with brake pad wear indicators. So they go on like that. Some grease on the contact points. That. and should look like this after you got them installed. Alright, now back to the vehicle. Just kind of do a small brushing on your contact points. Here's some of this. And make sure you wipe it down with some brake parts cleaner to remove any oil from the factory. Now to install our disc. I always put a lug nut to keep it from moving around. Now to put our bracket. I'm just going to apply a little anti-seize to threads. So they don't vibrate out on you while driving. Tighten down. And we're going to torque those down to 74 pound-feet of torque. 74. Alright, there you have it. 74 pound-feet of torque. Now to install our brake caliper back in. You will have to press this back down the cylinder. So, got my trusty C-clamp here. Alright, now that that's pressed down, we're ready to install it back in. Give this a light brush with a wire brush. and I almost forgot. We're gonna put some synthetic grease in the holes on the caliper bracket where the guide pins go. Alright, now our caliper should go back in easily. Our guide pins. Oh, don't forget the rotor boot for the top. More caliper grease on the backing of the brake pads. Alright, contact points. And don't forget to tuck in the lower rotor boot on the caliper bracket in between the caliper like that. Alright. Again, these are also 17 millimeter. So whenever you put your rubber boot, please make sure you put it between the caliper bracket and the caliper right here, because I had another side, my mistake, but I got it oriented correctly now. So again, it should be between the caliper bracket and the caliper, which is right here. Instead of on the outside. And we're going to torque this down to 65 foot-pounds. Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. All there's left to do is put your wheels back on make sure everything's nice and torqued down. Bring the vehicle down off the lift or your jack stands and jack, whatever you have, and take it out for a test drive. You do want to do multiple hard stops just to set the brakes in since they're new, brake pads and rotor. And that concludes this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.